Warning, this video contains graphic content. If you're squeamish, please don't watch. So Stanley's been getting a lot of attention lately, especially with how he's been feeling. And like I said, we've kind of, hit some setbacks with him, but I'll be making a video about that separately. This video is about Fergus, and apparently he's a little jealous that Stanley's been getting all the attention. I got home from work and realized that Fergus had busted his eye up. But let me just tell you about the story about Fergus's left eye. In April of 2017, Fergus was having some trouble with his left eye. Turns out he had an eye ulcer. But because he would not let me actually put medication into his eyeball, we had to put an IV line in through his eyelid so that I could pump medication from the end of his mane, kind of back by his wither, through a long line that put the medication into his eyeball. He was ridiculous about having me touch his eye at all, putting any medication in it, and this was the only way we could get the meds into him. He also had to have this medication, I think it was every 4 to 6 hours, so it was absolutely a pain in the butt, and I had to make multiple trips to the barn. And I had to figure out a way to keep this line covered up so he didn't rip it out. But thankfully, even though he looked like an idiot, he was able to heal up from that and recover. Fast forward to September of 2019, where he ripped his bottom eyelid half off on a very, very tiny little nail that I did not notice that was sticking out of the front of his stall. Thankfully, the vet that did come out that was on call, it was very late at night, stitched him up and did an excellent job of stitching him up. Unfortunately, since he is such a bad patient, he ripped his stitches out, and I had to have the vet actually come back and put new stitches in. And it was very uncomfortable for him. So that was just not a fun time at all, but eventually it did heal up. That was probably the most disgusting thing ever, though. It was absolutely disgusting to look at, and I felt so bad for him. Oh, goodness, Fergus. So when I showed up tonight and I saw that it was the same eye and it was a little busted, like he banged it against something, because I almost forgot. Let's go back to August of last year, and this was his eye then. So it looked very similar, and last August I just had to give him some anti-inflammatories and it helped settle it down and it got a lot better. So that was the plan for today. Which he is also not a fan of whatsoever, and he is the most difficult horse to give oral medications to.
Oh, I know how good he is about anybody touching his eye.
Not that. It's anything oral that he doesn't like. Come here. You. Hi, pumpkin. I know. You're going to hate me for a second. I know you are. I don't want to waste it, bud. Actually, you're big. Ooh, no, okay. Okay. Oh. Got him crazy. Because he is a master at spitting medications out, I really have to be careful and put a little bit in it at a time so he does not spit it out.
Hi, Ferg.
Oh. You're okay, honey. I'm so sorry.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, you strike out at me, I'll be pissed.
Whoa. Watch out, Laura.
Even though he's giving me a hard time now, in the past he was so bad that he would actually strike out with his front feet and try to knock you over. So this is definitely an improvement. Fergus is the type of horse that will be very fair, but if he is acting a little wild, you really need to give him the mom voice and tell him that he is being absolutely ridiculous and that he needs to settle down.
Hey, Ferg.
You're okay. You're all right. He's okay. I know. I'm sorry. I know it tastes like shit. I know it does, honey. I know.
He thinks you're trying to poison him.
But come. I know it tastes like garbage. I know. Come here. You're okay. Just let me get. Well, I only got about 3/4 of a dose into him, but I was hoping that was enough. He gave me quite a workout. My left arm is so sore now from wrestling with him. Look at this eyeball, huh? Yeah. Now put your fly mask on. I know you're all itchy now because you're sweaty from running around. I don't think he's that sorry that he gave me such a hard time. But of course I will forgive him. He is a very special guy. He's on to my tricks, you know? He's not a fan. At least Stanley found it very entertaining as he was watching and just kind of staring over like, Fergus, why are you acting like this? So that was pretty funny. But I put his fly mask on, and I have kept his fly mask on even overnight to make sure that the eye doesn't get irritated by anything else. And thankfully, the next morning even, his eye was looking so much better, so there was no need to rustle him and give him more meds.